Did you know that Jesus' middle name is Harold?
Jesus H. Christ. I knew it was Jesus H. Christ. I said that man, Harold, get out of here, dude. Harold.
It's Harold.
It's Harold.
It's
It's
Harold.
it's not Henry.
No,
It's not Horatio. It's not something like that. Or
not even
Holmes.
Jorge.
It's not even Jorge.
It's Harold.
Is it really, man? Are you talking shit, or is that right?
No, but why do you think he has an H?
Is it, holy. I thought it meant holy.
No. Who has a middle name Holy?
That's a
It's Harold. It's
Harold,
obvious.
man. If you don't believe me, Google it, right?
Google it.
Google it if you don't believe me. No, man, I did not expect you to do that, man. I did not expect you to come in today with that. I gotta tell you.
I believe it was a good opening.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
a
it was.
useful piece of information.
It's a very useful, so you don't go around being wrong, you know? How you doing today, Milo?
Man, I'm doing excellent.
Excellent. You know, in some
Excellent.
countries they would say excellent.
Excellent. That's what I was trying to do.
In the Abruzzo companies, they might countries they might say that.
Something like that. Man, I'm doing
sorry.
excellent.
Man, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, man. You had a good day then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, everything's looking good over there. I got to tell you, mighty fine flag you have flying behind you.
Oh, yeah.
I got the whiteness still, people. You see, I still got the whiteness. I'm working on that, but that's okay. It follows me everywhere. It's like a halo, if you will. Jesus, halo Christ. No, guess not. No. Well, the halo had to come from somewhere, right? I was just thinking.
Angels.
From the angels, but come on. Okay, man. What are we talking about today, brother?
Man.
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation.
Man.
Contradictory sayings or some
Yeah.
stuff you were mentioning to me, something like
Yes.
that. I don't know if that's right.
Yes.
What is
Contradictory
that? A
sayings.
contradictory saying?
Well,
What is that?
Do you know when you see these famous people on TV
Yeah.
saying like, man, money doesn't buy happiness. man,
Yeah.
man, let me tell you something. Give me $1 million and I'll show you how happy I can be.
$1 million.
At least.
I'll tell you what, you give me $500. You're going to see some happiness over here, man.
It's gotta be just a smile. That's not
A
gonna
smile.
be pure happiness.
Well,
In
that's
order to feel pure happiness, you have to go to the millions.
You think so? You think you got to
Oh.
get that high to feel
Oh,
pure
yeah.
happiness?
Yeah.
But you think money can buy happiness?
Yes.
So the guy who said you can't buy happiness with money was obviously loaded, right?
Well,
Something like that.
Yeah, probably. All of them. All of
But
them.
you know, there'd be a lot of these speakers out there, these Tony Robbins and stuff like that, these positive, energetic speakers that are going to disagree with you. Happiness is within thyself. Happiness is what you choose to make it. You know, you're doing better already if you have a light or a phone or you stay in a house. You're already doing better than 4 billion people on Earth. You know, this kind of
but
thing.
let me tell you something. In
Yeah.
order to have that lighter, that house, that car, you need money.
You need money.
You know what I mean?
You need the money. Show me the money.
So you want to tell me that the homeless guy sleeping on a bench in a park on a rainy day, he's happy? No, he's not. But the guy sleeping in a condo or a
Looking down at
penthouse,
the homeless guy sleeping on the park.
no, he's
He's
happy.
very, very happy he's not sleeping on the bench.
Oh yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
money does buy happiness.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I think that's a bullshit saying. I think
Yeah.
that's a bullshit saying. Now, it may not buy you everything in the world that makes you happy. I do agree that happiness does come from within to a point.
Yes.
But I think happiness absolutely, money absolutely does buy happiness.
Oh yeah.
I could turn around the other way. Happiness is money.
Man,
I could put it that way too, if that makes it better.
let me put it to this way.
Okay.
Would you be happy, I don't know, skydiving?
I would love skydiving.
That
Yes, I would be
so,
happy.
so
But that costs money.
But yes, that's what I mean. You need at least €1,000 to do that.
Yeah, I think the going rate's around $350 for a year, but that's strapped onto somebody. Who wants to go like that, man, with somebody else strapped to you? It's like
It's
you're being,
like
you're
it's
being
like riding a
abused.
bike with those extra wheels.
Yeah, and those little fringes coming off the handlebars and everything. It's like, ah, look at me.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, no, you want to go by yourself. And yeah, you're right. That would cost a thousand or more. 2 or 3 or 4 jumps you have to
Yeah.
do before you can get to that point. So you're absolutely right. But again, that's
So
money, right?
only when you get to that point you can actually be happy because you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Imagine being so happy you passed out. Imagine being so happy you said, "Man, I is ecstatic."
It's not even happy. Ecstatic.
Man, it could be. You never know. Yeah, you know another one that gets to me like this is what is that? Beauty's only skin deep. Usually said by a Vogue model or by some sort of beauty pageant queen or some Brad Pitt kind of looking guy. That's who says beauty's only skin deep, or the super ugly, trying to deflect
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the super ugly off. Well, what do you look at me like that for? Don't make fun of me like that because it's beauty skin deep. No, 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 no. Sorry. Again, you get those positive motivational speakers say it is, you shallow people. But let me tell you something. You throw ugly A over here and throw beautiful B up and put them out in life and see who has a better life with the same intelligence, the same knowledge, the same experience, the same everything, and you show me which one has the better life.
Oh,
Therefore, beauty is not just skin deep.
no, no,
Beauty is society. Beauty
yeah,
is
yeah.
life. Beauty is happiness.
Beauty is
It's as good
happiness.
as money.
Man, beauty brings a lot of money.
Beauty brings a lot of money. Yes, it does, doesn't it? That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
I mean, it's funny how the two fold. Double epiphany. Double epiphany. Yeah, just money can buy beauty. I've seen it. Really ugly people. Man, there was a case. Did you hear about that case? The Oriental lady, real briefly, or something. She married a guy, had a couple of kids. Man, it was just recently. Just recently.
Oh, yeah,
There
yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah.
she
And he
married.
sued her or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he won. He won because they had ugly kids. They had ugly kids. And he said, how is this possible? We're both beautiful. And she was a very ugly woman who money bought her a bunch of plastic surgeries. And she didn't tell her husband about that. And when he found out, he said, man, when they had the ugly kids, because kids are ugly when they're first born, but I guess they raised the grow up a little bit and they were still ugly.
Nothing
And
changed.
and don't be mad at me, people, for saying that because everybody can look at somebody and go, they ugly. You know it and I know it. So, or you can say they're beautiful, or you can say they don't even catch my attention because they're average. We all know it. So don't get on my case about it. But these kids were ugly. He sued her and he won. Boy, when I saw pictures of these kids, they were ugly. I don't blame him. I don't think he went for enough
He was
money.
right, huh?
He was right. What say you? What say you down in the comments? Do you think he should have won that? Do you think it's right that somebody gets plastic surgery in their past, becomes somebody totally different, looks completely different, marries and then has kids with you, and you're expecting this? Is that right or wrong? Should you divulge that information to somebody before you marry them? I mean, that's should you tell that person, hey man, I am not what you see, but believe everything except what your eyes see, that kind of thing, because your eyes are deceiving you.
Man,
Your
in a
eyes are deceiving.
way, I don't think you're obligated to do that.
You're not obligated, but morally, should you be?
But morally, you should, like in the case that we were talking about. He had the right to know. But I don't have the best genes.
No,
I'm just telling you.
in fact, I didn't even have good genes.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
So
Again,
yeah,
something money can buy you. Really good genes.
really good genes.
Different kind of jeans, but it can. Blue jeans, Levi's, 501s, baby. I'm just trying to say, but man, it's terminology. When you say to somebody, I don't have really good genes, be specific. Because if you're not so specific, are we talking DNA genes? Are we talking genes I can be seen out in the street? Or maybe a jean jacket.
Yeah.
Either way, you have really good genes. Maybe. See, terminology, men. How about patience is a virtue? This one, you know, everybody says, oh, no, no, calm down, calm down. Patience is a virtue. It'll come to you. What do you think about this one?
Man, I think that that saying was invented by somebody who never had to wait for anything in his life.
Never had to wait.
Nope. He just went like, I need that. He got it.
Man, do you think people like that exist? Where they just get everything they want, like, immediately?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everything comes to them, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, why?
Didn't you see that interview with Joe Biden? Somebody asked a reporter asked Joe Biden. He said, "Man, for example, if you wanted an ice cream, how fast would you get it as the president of America?" He pushed a button. In about 15 to 20 seconds, somebody walked in with an ice
Really? Really?
with an ice cream. I was like,
So either money or power. Money or power.
or
Which you think
both.
is more power, or both? Which you think is more important, power or money?
Man, I think power.
You think power is more important?
Yes, because
Now,
once
can
you
you
have
have one without the other?
no, you can
You
have
can't.
money. You can have money, but no power.
Really?
But it's basically impossible to have power with no money.
Explain that to me, because I almost think it's impossible the other way around as well. If you have money, you can buy whatever you need,
Well,
hence giving you power.
let me give it to you this way. Elon Musk, right? He has
He-
a lot of money.
A lot of money. Most people could say he could buy anything in the world he wanted,
Yes, but he's not very powerful.
but he's not very powerful.
But he has a lot of money. Okay? Now, put Donald Trump. He doesn't have that much money, but he has power.
Well, when you say not that much money, I don't know if you can call a few $1 billion not that much money.
No, in comparisons with Elon
In
Musk.
comparison to Elon Musk. Well, I'll tell you what, Elon Musk, everybody says he could buy anything he wants in the world. I beg to differ.
Not really.
No, he can't.
he can.
I can. It's not even not really. I can
But-
definitively say he can't. You know, he cannot buy 1 gram of antimatter. Can't
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
It's $62.7 trillion, trillion with a T, for 1 gram of antimatter. He can't do it.
Nope.
So he's a pauper. He's what we call a pauper, a poor person, a pauper. Yeah, a pauper. Yeah, that's what we call a pauper. So you think patience? Getting back to what we were talking about, patience is a virtue. Do you think
Yes.
it's so? You think it's? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's a virtue? Do you think having patience is the way to go, or do you think that's right? Do you think it's a
Man-
good saying or a contradictory saying?
Man, from my point of view, patience is important. Because I'm a very patient guy.
You are. You are.
And-
I mean, I am not.
And I find that helps me in a lot of situations. Instead of blowing up, just going, okay, let's see how we can move forward.
Okay.
So
And-
a lot of times it's better to be patient because the result it's better instead
Okay.
of
Well, you know me, who has zero patience, basically close to zero, or 5%, 5.7% patience. So you
Yes.
know me. Do you ever look at me and go, "Hey, be more patient"? Do you ever do that and think that's going to work out better for me?
oh yeah.
Quite often, right?
Oh yeah.
Now let me ask
Definitely.
you. Let me ask you. When I listen to you and I slow down and I have that patience, how often do you think it works out better? Honestly, you think 100% of the time I had that patience, it works out better, or do you think
No.
that it's like a 50-50?
It's not
Patience or
100%
no
of the
patience?
time, but I will say around 65.
65%.
Yeah, and it saves you a lot of calm inside. You don't have to get angry. You don't have to raise your blood pressure and stuff like that.
I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you with the calmness.
It's better for
it does
yourself.
Feel better. Yeah. I did not have patience to sit there and look at my big skull the whole time. I looked like
I
some
saw
sort of.
that.
Did you see that? I looked like a monster in his head. Like the head was taking a looked like a big mushroom, a sick mushroom. Okay, so I don't anymore. But
Man,
we got to yeah.
how about when parents say they don't have a favorite child?
It is liars.
They are liars, right?
They are liars. Yes, they are.
Now,
Man,
the thing that bugs me is the fact that they make it so obvious that they have a favorite one, and when you ask them, they say, "No, I don't have a favorite one. I love them all the same. I treat them all the same."
they are liars, man.
They
They
are
are liars.
liars.
They are liars. Every parent has a favorite. Now, you and I had this discussion not long ago, and it was bottom line. I said to you, no, it's they love them equally. I agree, they love them equally, but I think that they always like one more than the others. That's my opinion. Milo, you is frozen on me, man.
I don't know why.
Am I frozen for you?
No, on my
I'm
end
moving all
everything is
around.
perfecto.
Everything's perfecto. Okay, well,
Everything is
so then I've
perfecto.
got to work with just you looking at me like this.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no. Yep. Man,
So, then the favorite. Are you the favorite kid? Do you think? Do you
me?
think the kids know? Do you think the kids know when they're the favorites?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
They do, right? And the other ones, the brothers and sisters, know.
Man, of course. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody sees it.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
parents keep on lying. No, I don't. No, no, everything is equal. No, no.
Why do you think they do that? Why do you think they lie? Do you think they lie to themselves, or just not to be looked down at by society,
Yeah,
or why do you
probably
think they do that?
that's why. Because if you ask a parent, do you have a favorite child, and they say yes, that makes them a bad parent, right?
Right.
So they say no, but keep on doing what they're doing, favoring one of them, giving them more money, giving them more opportunities. When they break something, they're not being yelled at or stuff like that. You know,
Right.
how do you call them? Privileges.
Privileges.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Or spend more money on them, this kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Yes.
like giving them everything they ask for kind of situation.
Yes.
Yeah, well, what about the person that says hard work always pays off? It's usually said by someone who inherits money or
Yeah.
something of that nature.
Yeah.
It's usually that kind of thing, who inherited their position or got something handed to them. Usually.
Man, there are people that worked hard to get somewhere to have a lot of money. Even Jeff Bezos. He
Jeff
started
Bezos.
from yeah, he started from a garage
Yeah.
with Amazon and stuff like that. Look at
A
him
couple
now.
of them did. A couple of them did. Who was that guy from Apple too? Not Tim. Not
Uh,
Tim.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs out
Yeah.
of a garage. I think Bill Gates too,
Yeah.
with Windows. I think he
Yeah,
did
well,
as well.
yeah. It was well, Steve Jobs with Bill Gates. They both started at the same time, basically, and they both started from down. Now, hard work does pay off, but not in all cases.
No, no,
No,
I, I,
no,
I
no,
can assure you of that.
no. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, it does pay off, but let's say 10% of the people are gonna see the fruits of their hard work. The other ones are just gonna hard work for the rest of their lives.
For the rest of their lives, right? Man, that is the case. And do you think that's a rigged society that does that, or do you
Oh
think
yeah.
that do you think that that was another thing I wanted to ask you about school. I hear this. It's a whole different topic, but I just want to ask you: do you think school actually grooms us to be those working people instead of breaking out? Do you think school, in other words, is like well, not a scam, but what's the
Yeah,
word
it's
I'm
a
thinking
scam.
of?
It's
A,
a scam.
a scam for the people to keep them in
It,
control. No, to
yes,
teach them to be on time, to do this, to do that, to do that, to be workers. You can be whatever you want, but here's the skills we're going to teach you to use,
yeah, especially in America, it's a scam.
especially in America.
Especially in America. I mean, in Europe, you can finish your university and then you're okay. You finished it. If you use it, you use it. If you don't, you don't. But in America, once you finish university, now you gotta think. I gotta work to pay off that debt.
A big debt, man,
A
and it take you
big debt.
5, 10 years to pay it back too.
So you don't
Over
have
here in
time
Europe, you
to,
don't have that.
yeah,
Yeah,
you don't have time to search for a position that you studied for. You must start working immediately,
immediately
wherever you can find.
Right, and give 10, 15, 20% of your earnings directly back to to
Yeah.
the college funds or college loan you took and stuff. You're right. That is a big That's a whole different conversation. We got to get
And
into that. A whole different topic about the difference between
and
America and Europe when it comes to this
there's
stuff.
there's another thing about school. Let me give you an example how I see it.
Okay.
This is my point of view. Now, let's say
By the
you
way, it's
want
good
to.
to have you. It's good to have you back. You just came live again to me.
Well, I'm
You've
glad
been
to be
froze the
back.
whole time. I'm glad. Thank you. Okay, your point of view.
I almost died.
That's
Man,
usually me. Yeah.
imagine this, right? You want to be a doctor, okay? Now, you're 18, 19 when you start university. Now, you have to study for how much? 6 years?
Eight
University
years.
and then
Eight
and
years
then a
usually.
doctorate and
Right.
everything
Right.
put
The
together
PhD
around
and blah blah blah.
8, 9 years.
Right. 8 years and then a specialty for another year or two or something like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
by the time you finish school, you're 30.
Something like.
Okay. Now, if you go and you're you I don't find the word that I'm looking for. Let's say you go and you help a doctor, right? Like they used to do
An
it back in
intern.
the
An
day.
intern.
An
An
intern,
intern.
exactly.
Right.
When you're 20.
Okay.
And you shadow him everywhere. Everything he does, everything he teaches you. By the time you're 30, you're already a skilled doctor.
Yeah.
You can do operations, you can do everything.
Without the school, you mean?
Without the school.
Without the school.
Without the school.
Right. Right.
But with the school, by the time you're 30, you're not gonna be able to do what the other guy does.
Oh, no, no, that's called life experience. That's a
Exactly.
whole different. They see in America we take that into consideration. That's something I don't really see they do here in Europe, to be honest with you.
No, they don't really do it.
They
They
don't
don't
really
really
take
do
that.
it.
They want you to have that degree. They want you to
Yeah.
have that college degree. Whereas in
Yeah.
America, that we're talking about, they do that. Now with doctors, no, you have to have a degree, in particular with a doctor. You know what I mean? Imagine going through 8 years of school and then picking your specialty to be an ass doctor, an anal doctor. I mean, what kind of person does this? I mean, what kind of person goes, yes, this is what I want to look at, asshole, my all day long. That's what I want to do. What kind of person you think does that? You think that's a normal person?
And
Now,
maybe,
sorry to any what are they called, proctologists? Sorry for any proctologists that might be listening, but if you are listening, tell us down in the comment what made you decide to go into that field, because I wonder. I understand the gynecologist, but the proctologist I don't get. Even the urologist, the male urologist I speak of, I'm not even sure about him. So, you know, let us know what you think down in the comments.
I don't know, but you gotta, but maybe they have something special with,
You think? There must be some sort of
has to
something,
be
which
something.
makes me. That's why whenever I go to a urologist, it must be a female urologist, because I don't care what that guy says to me. He might be straight, he might be this, he might be that, he might be everything. But man, you got something up with something to go into that business. And don't tell me it's about money. No, no. You could go be a cosmetic surgeon, or you could go do a brain surgery. You could go do something else to make a lot more money. No, no, no. That's because you wanted to play with the hoo-has. That's
The
because
hoo-has.
you want to play with man junk. That's what you wanted to do. No, no. I'm sorry. It is. There's just no other way around it, man. There's no other way around it. Man, I went. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to say I went and got a prostate exam not long ago. I'm 57 years old, dude. This doctor, when I tell you 3 seconds, you got to kind of appreciate this guy in a way, because it was only 3 seconds. No doodling, no putzing around, and not not like let me see what's going on there. No, no. He's talking to me, and all of a sudden it's like zing zing. I'm like, buh. It happened. It happened before I could even get buh out of my mouth. Zing zing. He's like, no, you're good. I'm like, this. Now, there's two things about that. Thanks for being quick and not doodling around and not playing around. But also, how do you know I'm okay
How?
that quick,
How that fast? How?
that fast? How do you know? No. So either way you go, it's a little suspicious to me. I'm just saying.
But that's a little suspicious what happened to
That's
you.
a little suspicious. And the point, I had my friend doctor sitting off, my other friend doctor sitting off to my shoulder, talking with him the whole time. I'm like, bah. But this is not okay. What about it's the thought that counts? How about that one? You hear it on birthdays, you hear it on Christmas is. It's the thought that counts when somebody's giving somebody a present. That's usually said, I believe, by the person who knows they bought a shitty present. It's the thought that counts. Or somebody trying to be polite when they think the present is shitty. I love it. It's the thought that counts. I think that's like that word but. You know, you say something and then you say the word but. Everything after the word but just took everything away from before the word. I think it's the same thing.
When it comes to presents and stuff like that, I'm the type of person that don't really care about it for some reason. So if you, it's my birthday, right? And you bring me a Mercedes, let's say, and somebody else brings me, I don't know, a pair of headphones, right? I'm gonna appreciate both because they're presents. I'm not gonna look at the other guy, you only spend 20 euros and my boy here spent 10,000 euros.
Right.
I don't care about that. As long as you're there, we're happy, we're eating, we're cheering together. Man, I don't care about the presents. So, I don't really have an opinion on that one because
I do.
I don't know how to say it.
You do. Well, you know what? It's like this. I agree. I don't need the presents. I don't really care for the presents. It's like, they're nice to get. So for me, it's the thought that counts in the way that, hey, man, that was really nice that you thought about it. Whether it's a bottle of wine or, like you said, whether it's a $1,000 watch or something. It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it's a thought that counts. You know what I mean? For me, like for instance, you've given me for no reason at all a Zippo lighter.
Yeah.
And things like this for no reason because I like it. For me, those presents mean more than if somebody came and gave me $10,000. Now I didn't say it would do more. I just said it means more. Let's not confuse the two. Okay, so it means more. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
But I do have an opinion on the thought that counts thing. And I'll go back to when I'm a kid. I remember Christmas one day, and this goes out to my mother. So
I think that's a trauma.
It's a very big trauma, and I still live it to this day, 50 years later. You know what I mean? Look, on a Christmas, I went out and I went to, long story short, I went to the Christmas tree. There was a big present out there. I was like, yeah, this is super cool. This is super duper cool. And it was a surfboard because I lived on the ocean. You remember, people look at the ocean, they think of me because I'm Mr.
Oh,
Ocean.
yeah.
I do like this all the time. I'm Mr. Ocean. So I was super happy to have a surfboard until I unwrapped the surfboard. And yes, she did take the time to wrap it up, the entire surfboard.
That's a lot of
that meant
wrapping
more
paper.
than the whole gift. Yeah. Yes. But it was a second-hand surfboard, and here's the thing: I didn't even mind the second-hand part. Surfboards were expensive back in the day. Didn't come from a super rich family. So okay, even that wasn't the problem. But the problem was my brother. It didn't even have a fin on the bottom. It just had a hole where the fin should be. Oh, who can surf without a fin? And I looked at my mother. I said, what is this? I said, where's the fin? She goes, oh, it didn't have a fin. I said, well, the surfboard needs a fin. She goes, oh, just go out in the water and lay on it and paddle it. But no. It's the thought that counts. She says to me on this, it's the thought that counts, Mark. I said, no, Ma, no. This was a stupid gift. You shouldn't have given it to me. Don't give it to me. Now, am I wrong for that? Tell me down in the comments, or did my mother traumatize me for 50 freaking years for that?
Did your mother did your mother know that a surfboard needs?
Of course she did. Of course she did. She knew because you know what my father did with the hole in the surfboard where the fin goes. You know what he bought me the year before? I asked for a boat. All my friends had boats. Every one of them had a boat with an engine. We went water skiing on them. And I was like, because the water was right in my backyard. I was like, hey, Dad, can I have a boat at age 16, 15, 16? Can we get a boat to put up to our dock? He says, sure, son. I'll be happy to buy a fucking boat for you. That was because he's Scottish, for anybody who doesn't know. So he's got this real heavy Scottish. I'll be happy to buy a boat for you, son. And he comes home with a boat. He did. He bought a boat, a fucking 12-foot, which is about a 4-meter wooden boat with 2 oars to row like this. No engine, no nothing, just a rowboat. They call it a rowboat. And I said, Dad, what am I supposed to do that? He goes, bloody row fast, son. Row fast. If you row fast enough. He says, and you know what you can do? You can take a rope and you can put it through that surfboard and you can row really, really, really fast. And you might even get up on the board. You must try. I was like, Dad, you... Dad,
Man,
trauma.
did you get a boat?
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. But son, did you bloody get a boat? Yes, I got a boat. Yes,
did
I
you
got a boat.
specify it has to be with an engine?
I kind of did. I said I want a water ski off the back of it. But I guess he thought I could row
if you
really
roll
fast.
real fast.
God bless him. He's passed now. I love my dad, but man, did I not like him for a long time for that.
But did you use the boat? Did you use it?
Man, I used the boat a lot, and it really made my arms pretty strong, and I used it a lot, you know. I really did, man. I really did.
See, it was
and
not
I
that
actually
bad.
enjoyed it at times. So,
See, it brought you happiness.
which money couldn't buy because it fucking didn't buy it. It didn't fucking buy it. Jesus H Christ. No, Jesus Harold Christ. You see how we come full circle, my brother. Listen, I think if these people want to see more of us and stuff, I think they should really like, share, and subscribe. This is what our message is to you. Like, share, subscribe, and you absolutely, because we drop content almost on a daily basis. I won't say daily because I don't want to be a liar.
Almost.
But damn close to daily. I mean,
We do our best to make it daily. But if we
Our
skip a
best.
day here or there, it's gonna happen.
just know there's a reason why we skipped a day here or there. And be patient because it's a virtue.
It's a
virtue. But what else? What do they got to do to know that we just put a new video?
Smash, 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 smash the bell icon.
They got to do it, brother. They got to do it. You know what I'm trying to say? So listen, I think that's about all we have time for today. But we'll definitely get into some more of these because I enjoyed it very much, and they really are a lot of contradictory statements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we can go over for this. So listen, I'm Joey Shits,
And I'm Milo Giggles.
and together we make shits and giggles. And I'll tell you what, we're saying so long, farewell, but never goodbye. We'll see you next time.